Hello guys, on AnimeUpRise. How is it going? In today's video, we have another manga review. It's been a long time since I did one of these videos, and the review is on the strongest sage with the weakest crest. So at the beginning of this volume happens is that the main character, his current name is Matthias when he's a kid. Like on the front, I'll actually show you the cover. That's Matthias in his kid form, and that's him right then. So how the plot kind of starts is, he's already reached the pinnacle of what he can do with this current crest, because the crest in his world, in this universe, is actually just a thing where it kind of determines how powerful he can get, at least in one kind of ways. Like, the crest he has is better at support and, like, healing magic and kind of crafting things and stuff of that nature. Well, the crest he wants is, he's like a combat guy. He likes to fight. The crest he wants is like, I think it's called the second crest, where it's more better at close combat kind of magic and stuff of that nature, right? So he decides after he's reached the pinnacle where he can beat the strongest dragon that could take out nations like effortlessly. He defeated that dragon in 27 point something seconds, and that's how strong he got. He was the strongest wizard in his old life. But then he decided, hey, you know what? Let's throw it all away. Let's take it out of the trash here. I want a better crest, so I'm going to reincarnate. And then he goes in to reincarnate into the boy who is Matthias. He is born into, I think, a small normal family, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's in a small normal family. He's the third son, so he doesn't get to inherit anything, but he can become an adventurer, go to like a school thing, and meet people, kind of like those junk manga that you don't need to think about stuff in. But yeah, he gets the crest he wants on the first transformation, and he's fucking OP since his old memories are there. And also about this world, I haven't explained that yet. Basically, the world itself it's the same place, so it's not really isekai. He reincarnates into the same world, just in the future, but everything the magic is weaker, the technology is not as good. Everything about the world that he was from is inferior to the one. Oh no, that world's inferior to his old world. Everything in that world is inferior to what he had before. And so his concept of magic is not the best, and he is in fact OP. And so he himself can just take out bears that everyone else could not handle whatsoever. And he's like just a kid. He can defeat his father effortlessly with magic enhancing spells. He is easily able to destroy people. And of course, along with these kind of types of manga, the crest that was known as the most strongest and most versatile for combat is now noticed as the one that is the weakest. Hence, the strongest sage, the weakest crest. Which it still remains true in both lives. I just realized that now. The crest he had in his old life, like in his old world, was also the weakest. And then the new world, they think the crest he has now is the weakest. So it's kind of funny how that goes. It's kind of funny how they do that. So yeah, he goes in, he has this determination. He can't take over his family because he's the youngest and he has that crest. But in the end, he is a strong monster of a child. And, it's fun, like, kind of isekai stuff. But although it's just a fantasy, because it's not really an isekai per se. Because, again, it's not a guy from another world getting transported to another world, right? No, it's getting transported to the future of the same world. And the guy was already there. So there was no kind of Japan or anything of that nature from the sort. But he was just an OP guy in the past. And now he's OP in the present and uses his old knowledge to use that power to his advantage in the future. And so, yeah, so if you like these kind of power fantasy manga that are just very, very easy and very easy to understand, that you can just turn your brain off and read, and there'll be some fun times ahead, OP-ness of the character will always win no matter what happens, then I recommend this manga to you. The strongest sage with the weakest crest. It's a nice manga, and there's a manga review. Manga reviews will be a lot shorter, but it's only the first volume, and what he does in this volume, I can recap it, I guess. What he does in the volume is he, reincarnates to the future. He gets some discriminatory plot going around. He defeats a bear and blames it on someone else because he wants to have a quiet life, because that's basically what all the protagonists want. in these types of manga is that they want to live a quiet life. Like that's the kind of thing they want. I don't know why. It's like a commonality of all the manga I've read, like this stuff I've seen. They all want a quiet life. They all don't want to stand out. I don't get that, but whatever, we're done with that. But anyways, you know, I like this manga a lot, and you know, it's fun to read. I like it, and you know, I like my trash anime and manga. You know, I like the ecchi shit. I like the mindless isekai shit. I like all of this stuff. My taste like range and vary across the board. And well, yeah, like basically all that happens in this manga is the discriminatory stuff. The sage happens. He gets reincarnated. He defeats a bear. Discriminatory stuff happens to him. Then he goes to when he turns 15, because you know it's kind of like the adulthood thing. Is it 15? I think it's 15. And then he goes to some sort of school or the big capital city, and then that's really where it ends. He gets into a battle to prove his worth, and he fucking gets really strong, passes some tests. Is that the right manga? Because a lot of these manga that you find with this plot line are very... Yeah, this is the manga I'm talking about. He gets a scholarship. He goes to take the school's entrance exams. He gets the scholarship. And all that jazz. And right, there you go. He's OP as fuck, and that's the premise. So if you like mindless manga, then give it a go. And with that said, guys, I've drawn out this video too far enough, so hopefully I'll fix it and everything. But anyways, with that all said, guys, if you enjoyed this manga review and they're back as they were before, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next time. Johnny.